After Season 3 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous ends, it becomes clear that the story could shift from Isla Nublar to a new location that we've yet to see. But with the show and a franchise centered around dinosaurs, many people are obviously speculating that they can't go too far without everything changing completely for the next season. The Jurassic Park series is the Jurassic Park series for one well-known and important reason, and that's their expertise in the aforementioned dinosaurs. So what can we expect to see from Camp Cretaceous in the future? And will it involve a very specific location that fans are already very familiar with? Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk about the ending of Camp Cretaceous' last season and go over where the series could possibly lead to in the future. Now, in all honesty, I half expect for the undisclosed dinosaur that we already know is stowed away on the ship to end up causing some kind of chaos or havoc for the protagonists and end in them washing back up on Isla Nublar. But if that happens, I think it may be a little less interesting than where they can really take the series in the future. So the obvious question that a lot of people have right off the bat is whether or not Camp Cretaceous will wind up sailing back to Isla Sorna, the second dinosaur island that was codenamed Site B by InGen. Now what's interesting about Site B is the fact that we haven't technically seen it in 20 years, with its last big appearance being in Jurassic Park 3 way back in 2001. And since 20 years is such a long amount of time in between canon entries, the location would obviously be a pretty fun and iconic place for people to revisit in the future. Now, even though I've said all of that, I think picking Sorna specifically isn't just some stupid pipe dream that makes no sense, because the people that have worked on Camp Cretaceous have actually stated outright that this was a place that they talked about going to a lot in the future during development. There's also the numerous conversations Colin Trevorrow has had on Jurassic World Dominion and how Camp Cretaceous will eventually lead up and tie in with the new film before it comes out next year. Flashback to an earlier reveal made by the team, and you've got this embryo box with the words Site B and Isla Sorna plastered on the side of it. And with the characters now making their way off of Isla Nublar, this second island seems like the perfect location for the creators to take their dinosaur-focused series in the future. But what does that mean for the franchise going forward? Well, again, this is all just off of speculation, and of course, the obvious thing that has come to fans' minds immediately following Season 3's end. But I actually think that setting up Isla Sorna, or at least the usage of Isla Sorna, or something similar to that effect in this Netflix series, would be a pretty smart move for the franchise in the long run. I know that a lot of people had questions surrounding why they didn't take the dinosaurs to Site B in Fallen Kingdom, and while I think these are things that are pretty blatantly answered in that film, such as the United States saying outright that Ian Malcolm had convinced them to let the animals die, and of course Eli Mills instead wanting to catch them all and sell them at an auction, there are still a lot of people that want to know why we haven't heard from Sorna in such a long time. Truth be told, this is a question that has been already answered many times over, but to see it explored in a show would be an excellent idea for quality fan entertainment if you ask me. There's also the whole point that it looks like they were actually gearing up Site B in Fallen Kingdom, especially if you look at older ideas and scripts that people have talked about, to be some sort of big role in Dominion. There's a reason they left a lot of stuff vague in Jurassic Park 5, and I'm pretty certain we already know that they've been tying in Site B stuff with the production photos from Dominion. So for Camp Cretaceous to go there, it's not very silly in my opinion. In fact, I think this could be a very, very real possibility. Now, despite me saying all this, we aren't exactly guaranteed that Camp Cretaceous will lead to Sorna in the future, and in fact, I think it's important for everyone to know that locations like the InGen facility in Chile, that was featured in the Jurassic World live tour, as well as some other distant location that is possibly controlled by the mysterious company known as Manticore, are also really good ideas for where the show could go in the future. But still, if they are definitely going away from Isla Nublar, and don't just end up shipwrecking on the same island we've already seen for the last few seasons and movies, then I think Site B is the most obvious location for the creators to take the series going forward. In the series lore, Isla Sorna is stationed 87 miles southwest of Isla Nublar and still 207 miles west of Costa Rica, which is where everyone is trying to get to at the end of Season 3, so I can definitely see them accidentally winding up on Site B rather than where they're trying to go after escaping Nublar. Now, they could technically also end end up at any one of the other islands in the Los Cinco Muertes chain, but none of those have ever been confirmed to have dinosaurs on them outside of expanded media like Jurassic World Evolution. Although, if they do incorporate that old Site C stuff on Isla Muerta, well, that would be extra interesting. Anyways, guys, those are all just my own thoughts and opinions on the subject matter. Now, whatever yours happen to be, I'd love to hear them in the comments down below. Now, before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my parkers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it seriously means the world to me that you all continue to support what I do, and I never want you to ever forget that. Now, I'd like to thank you all for watching today's video and hope you all enjoyed the content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in seeing me again. See you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.